What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, I know it's been a long time coming since I did my last video, but a lot of things have changed, as you can tell. Got a new bike to the channel. Got a this is a 2023 Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R, and the reason I got this bike, among many, and we'll get into some of these later, is my favorite bike that I've had of all time was a 2021 Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R. It was my second bike ever, my first bike being a Ninja 650, which is a parallel twin. These, the ZX6Rs, they're inline fours. They're the 636 cheater bikes for the 600 class, but they are extremely light and extremely nimble. And yeah, so I thought I'd just talk a little bit about this today. The reason I got this bike, I traded in my Ninja H2. Now, the reason I did that, that's going to be a entirely separate video, but I traded in the H2. The reason I got this bike is for the area in which we live, there is not enough highway to justify something like an H2. Now, an H2 is a fabulous bike, especially the ZX6R Plus like I had. Fantastic touring bike, cruise control, heated grips, you know, the works. But it wasn't great for a lot of city riding, which is what gets done in this area. So I wanted something that was A, lighter, and B, that I could enjoy, you know, slow. But I wanted something that I could enjoy in the corners and just have fun throwing around, you know, not worry too much about. Now, the H2 wasn't heavy by any stretch of the imagination, but it was heavier than your typical like sports bike. After I got done with the H2, the weight was probably somewhere in the 530 to 540 range. Now, this stock is anywhere between 420, 430 wet, which again is pretty light. However, after all of the modifications that I've done to it, it's probably weighing in, you know, 400 if I had to guess, 400, 410. I just wanted to kind of run you guys through this bike, maybe some of the things I had done to it. So let's go back a few months to when I actually got this bike. Back in December, I think I made my last video in November area, and that was with the Mustang, which there will be definitely more Mustang content coming to the channel. Done a lot to that as well. But back in December, there was a recall for Ninja H2s, ZH2s, H2SXs, H2SXSE Pluses, the entire lineup of H2s basically, for a camshaft chain tensioner. You know, I went and got the work done, and while I was there getting the work done, I couldn't help but see that they had a brand new 1 mile on the showroom 2023 Ninja ZX6R. And I just, you know, I was thinking about it, and I had been thinking about selling the H2 for a while to go back and get a different bike. And so we worked some things out, and boom, wound up with a ZX6R. Was it a financially responsible choice? You know, not necessarily. And the reason I say that is, though every bike I get, I make extra payments on. This one, you know, none of my bikes have been paid for in cash outright. So this one, you know, much like the H2, much like all the other bikes, they had liens on them. You know, you got to pay them down, make payments on them. Sorry, I'm just not that rich. And even though, you know, I was paying extra on every bike I get, the bike market recently, especially until December, it's kind of getting better right now, but at least until December, the bike market, the pricing is absolutely crazy, and it still is. You can't get a bike for MSRP. You can't. Between all the fees and everything else and dealer markups and whatnot, it's crazy. But so, you know, was it financially responsible? Did I overpay for it a little bit? Yes. Do I love it a lot more than the H2? Also yes. So am I sad about it? No. Will that stop me from wanting other bikes? Absolutely not.